Hello, and welcome back to the Taylah Louise Budgets channel. You are here with me today for my first salary paycheck of the year of 2024, so let's get it. Alright, I know we have some big goals for this year, so let's first of all see how much cash we are working with today. 51, 52, 53, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 85, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. So $580 cash. We're going to get that situated and talk you through what we're going to do with this money. Okie dokie. I will admit 2023 was a great year for me and 2024 is shaping up to be even better. However, this year I have a lot of goals that require spending money, but I also have a lot of goals that require saving money. So I have been doing the reset thing through December and January, and I've been consuming so much YouTube content about resetting your life and setting plans and intentions, and I am just like ready to smash this year. So I'm keen for you to join me in that. We're going to start with planning the budget for today. So we have January paycheck number 1. We're going to have my salary of 2,433, which is the usual, and that's all that we're budgeting today. But as you saw, we only had $580 cash. That is because we are $1,250 of my salary, so 2,433 minus 1,250 is going to be going to the joint account. So if you're new around here, the joint account is the house account. So we own our house, we have a mortgage. I actually have sinking funds set up for bills and for other expenses related to owning our house, but I budget that separately and don't share the nitty gritty of that on here. But just my portion of house expenses for the month are actually $2,500 I've worked out for this year. So $1,250 per paycheck. So that's that. Annual is included in target bills this year. So that is going to be a total of $600. Then we have my variable expenses. So this is just the money out of my wallet, the variable kind of things that you spend in a week or fortnight rather, because that's what I'm budgeting. So we're going $20 into Tay. We're just going to go 100 into Shopee, 100 in eating out, and 70 into Zoom for fuel. So we've got my spending money, groceries, any takeaway or dining, and then fuel. So 20, 100, 170. So we've got 293 left to work with. So we're going to jump down to the bottom first, and we're just going to add the $3 into the cushion. This $3 happens twice in the month, and then there is a direct deposit of $5 that goes into the emergency fund. So technically this money will end up in the emergency fund, but I simply leave it in the cushion, and then the rest of it does its work. We are also committed to doing $100 into extra debt every paycheck since I got my last pay rise. And that is because we are on the car loan payoff journey. So we are trying to get rid of that debt. And that's my commitment to that, is an additional $100 going towards that every paycheck. Then I can minus off the 100. We are going to put $20 into tech because we're saving up for a new iPhone because I'm going to need it soon. $100 into future because my wedding is happening this year. The date is not finalized, but it should be very soon. And so yes, $100 a fortnight I'm putting into the wedding fund. We are just eloping, so I shouldn't need too much money, but it's still expensive out here to elope. That is what it is. Especially I've been on the hunt looking at like wedding dresses online, and it's so hard to find something that will be like, nice wedding dress of my dreams. That'll be like under $1,000. Like I don't know if that'll be possible. So we'll see what I can do there. Then we just have $70 left. So we'll put that towards challenges. Is that all of my money? I thought I had more than that. So let's add that back up. So 1,250 plus 600 plus 103, 20, 200, 70, 20, 100, 70. Yeah, that's all of the money. Oakley dokley then. I guess that's what we're budgeting today. Okay, that's why I done messed up. I did make a mistake. I am just going to put $50 into the future this fortnight, and then we're going to put $50 into the Fitty challenge, and I'll explain more when we get there. But then we will have a zero-based budget, and that looks more like my intention. So this is available on my Etsy store, Taylah Louise Budget. So if you want your own paycheck budget template, there are a few different color options on there. So check it out. And you might have seen a new addition to this background. So we are using the Steph Pace planner because I have a calendar and it was just a little bit small for what I wanted to put on there. So I am tracking my roundups like this. which is looking at whenever I spend money, I'm going to write it on here. And then in red is the roundup amounts, because if you don't know already, I round up every purchase that I make to a 0 or a 5. So for example, 61.64 gets rounded up to $65. So this amount gets saved. Same with food here. I rounded that up 4 cents to take it to 45. And beauty, I needed to buy a product. I rounded that up to $60, so I saved $4. So that is how I budget, and that is how I'm going to keep track of that this year for my roundup challenge and my roundup reset that's going to come to you very shortly. And then I'm also using a second one, and this is just like me tracking my life on paper, because I do use Notion and I do track my life digitally, but I just wanted to have like a physical display of that that's color coded. We'll see how long this lasts. When I'm back at work, my life might be a little bit more simple, so maybe not. And you can see I've just like written gym on every single day because I've been going every single day. But I like to track my partner's like days off work, events, errands, and other things like that. So we'll see how long I keep doing that, but for now I'm enjoying it. This is like a start of year thing that like feels really good, you feel really organized, and then you drop off. And that's fine if I do, because I already track everything digitally and I've been doing that consistently for months and months. So that's fine by me. Now I know I had some roundups on there, but that doesn't encapsulate everything that I've spent since the last time I did a roundup challenge. So the 30th of December is when I actually like started my last roundup section or lot. So it's not perfectly encapsulated in the planner. So most of them actually happen before the end of the year. So this is what we're working with today. So these are all the roundup amounts. This is how much I spent, what I rounded up to, and then the difference. So we'll add that up. And these three are on the January tracker. So I will just tick those off after we're done here. Tick them off and then I'll know that they're completed. So 1.1 plus 0.6 plus 3.6, 1.63, 1.2, 3.64, 0.7, 250, 336, 4, and 4. So 22.37, that's pretty good actually. It also identifies that I've done a decent amount of spending, but you know, 22.37 it is, which means that I'll probably be doing 22.35, but the next cab off the rank is $7.75. So minus $7.75 is $14.62. So minus $7.70. And then we have $6.90 that we can do. $6.90, perfect. That were 3 big ones today. That was a lot of money. That is awesome. So that's my roundup challenge for today. This is also available on my Etsy store, Taylah Louise Budgets. There are different dollar amounts that you can choose. And I just love this because I'm just rounding up every purchase just a little bit, just by, you could see some of them are 4 cents, some of them are $4, but that's kind of like the max is like $4.95. And by doing that, I'm going to save $1,000. So that's pretty cool. Like I said, that means I can bring back the monthly planner, and I haven't actually worked out how I'm going to do this yet, but for now I think I'm just going to do a little tick beside these 3 because they have now been calculated in the roundup challenge. Okay, we're going to get started with the stuffing section of the video, which means we can get out my wallet. This is from Wild Printables on Etsy. She no longer stocks these, but there are some gorgeous ones that have just come out in an A6 size by Trang's Plans. So check her out if you're in need of it. I think they are pretty expensive, but they're really good quality, and she custom makes envelopes that will fit the wallet. So check that out if you're interested. These Milkies are from Budget Down Under. We have some rollovers, so we'll deal with that. So Shopee actually has 50, 70, 90, 110. The reason why I have so much left over here is because I scabbed Christmas food, and then my sister went overseas and I went and shopped her fridge. So, you know, the things that were gonna go to waste. So I haven't actually been to the grocery store since before Christmas, and that's why I have this money, but there's a reason for that, so we're gonna store it here. Eating out has only $25 left because I've been buying coffee way too often. So we'll add that to the stack, and then that's all that's left in here. There was no change for the roundup reset. I already knew that, probably should have mentioned it earlier. So that means that in rollover, we have 50, 70, 90, 110, 20, 35. So 135. Now this is actually going into my Shopee budget because I'm going to Costco. So I plan to go to Costco tomorrow. So we're going to spend that money probably. So yeah, I'm stocking that there. Then we are going to start from the start, and we're going to put $20 into spending for the fortnight. So it's only $10 a week that I budget for spending money, but keep in mind, I still have sinking funds as well, and I add to those periodically. Shopee is getting an additional 100. The rollover amount is why this was a little bit lower this time. I don't know why I threw the money all over the place. 50, 70, 90, 100 going into there. Do we need to calculate how much we have total? I feel like some of you might want to know. So 51, 20, 40, 60, 80, 2, 10, 20, 35. 235. I'm probably still going to spend more than that at Costco, let's face it, but I haven't been there in so long. I just don't know what I'm going to want. So that is grocery money. Eating out or any kind of takeaway or dining is going to get 100. 50, 70, 91. And then Zoom for fuel is going to get 70. And Queenie Vibes is staying empty because that's for my lash extensions and I'm not getting them done in January. So that is all for my wallet. She can go away. And we can move on to the adulting binder. So emergencies, not getting anything from this paycheck, even though we're already pretty close to the goal for 2024. We just need to get that to $4,000 and it's sitting at 3.8. That's pretty good. Annual is fully funded for the year. Debt is going to get $100. That was my commitment to myself. I was so tempted to change that for this year. And when I was like reworking my budget and I was like, no, stay committed. You made a promise to yourself. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,150. That is pretty sick. I definitely need to change that, don't I? Let's go. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 5, 1, 2, 3, 54, 50, 10,150. So we'll leave. Actually, maybe we'll swap out this 100 placeholder with that 100. So 150 there. And then we can use Caro Cash's 10,000 placeholder, I think. So 10,150. And that means we are taking an additional $51, $52, $50, $300 back to the bank to have $10,000 sitting in the bank for paying off my car loan. That is so sick. That just feels incredible, honestly. And my money will be safe in the bank. So that's cool too. Nothing for recycle and save or adulting. So that binder is completed. Then we have my sinking funds. I believe we're considering the Eras tour completely funded. I wanted like 2.5 and I'm pretty close to that here. What have I got? 2, 253, 354, 455, 70. So 2,570. I'm not going to swap that out for placeholders because that money is going to be spent like next month. But that's sitting in a good place. Maybe I'll put a little bit more into it, just like more as like an emergency fund, but we'll see. Tato is empty. Taylah Louise is sitting at 120, so that's in a good spot. We're just gonna, because I don't do like monthly updates, I'm just gonna go through them all today, I think. So tech is getting $20 today. So that's just this one here. And while that dries, we'll count this up. So we have 1,500, 700, and 20, 1,720. I think I've got a 2K goal for that. So pretty cool. We're getting there slowly but surely. Health is just sitting at $30. I pulled a little bit out of this because I did buy in bulk on Boxing Day sales some laser hair removal. So I pulled just a little bit out of health. Mostly it came out of beauty, but yeah. So $30 in health, nothing extra being added to that one today. But then we have future, which is being added to. So we're going to add a 50. And we only color this in when we change placeholders, but we might do that as well. So we've got 1,100, 200, 50, 10, 60, 70, 80, 90, 320. So I feel like I might. So I'll keep the 2 10s. And then what have we got? 1,100, 51, 50, 60, 70, 80, 92. So we need $200 in placeholders. So 200 of those. And then we might actually, because we're not doing $10 a week anymore, I'm going to swap those 2 10s out for a 20. Who knew this was going to be a cash exchange as well? So 1,001, 2, 3, 20. Cool. And we added $200 worth of placeholders. That means we can color in $200 worth of placeholders on here. Cake and cake. Neatness is not the goal here. So cool. There we go. Then Boo is sitting at post-Christmas. We're sitting at 75, not bad. We don't really celebrate Valentine's Day, so there's nothing I'm in a rush for there. The doggo has 20, 40, 60, 80, 120. And I've decided to, when I spend the money, I'm just gonna cross out the dog faces and we're just going to still try and keep this try and complete this. And then once I complete it, I can update those ones, I think. I don't know, I change my mind all the time. Do I want a placeholder in here though? I might leave it just in case I buy dog treats from Costco and that way I've just got the cash to pull out. So next time I'll update that to a placeholder. Gifts is sitting at 50, 70, 90, 110, 120. And I need to send some money off for a friend. So I need to arrange that. 120, cool. Christmas is now completely empty. Events is sitting at 120, so that's fine. That's all of my sinking funds, and they are remaining the same for 2024. We can swap over to my challenge binder, which I think I actually need both of them out. Because what are we doing? We're going 20, 40, 50, 60, 5, 70, 56, for 20, 40, 50, 60, 70 is going into monthly. And usually I do a cash stuffing at the end of the month. But then how much do we have left here? 20, 30, 40, 50. And that is money I put aside for the Fitty challenge. So I've actually decided finally what I want to do with this money. And this money is going to go towards my future. So this is going to go towards the wedding fund. So once I complete it the first time, I'm going to add the $750 into the wedding fund. And then hopefully I'm going to be able to complete it again, maybe even another 2 times prior to it. So because I'm only putting like $50 or $100 per paycheck towards the wedding, I'm going to need to put more towards it. Keep in mind, I am only paying half of the wedding. My fiance and I still have separate money. We will always have separate money. It's just how we like to do things. We manage money very differently, and we're going to continue to do it that way. So that's fine. But yeah, so this money is going to go towards the wedding fund, which I think is appropriate considering it is a white binder. We might do, I want to do 25, 20. I kind of want to do both the 25s today, because we have $50, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50. I'm going to do both the 25s, and then this one is going to be fully stuffed. I feel like that makes sense to me. Like the hardest one is done then. Starting the year off strong and intentional with the money. So that'll be envelope 28 and 29. And I know I'm not doing this like in the sections. I'm just doing it by the number of envelopes that I've stuffed, so I can see myself getting closer to the goal. Cool. Okay. That is all of the money that we're stuffing today. So stay tuned for my target bill stuffing and set up for the year of 2024, as well as then we'll have my January 2 paycheck, and we'll also have the monthly challenges at the end of the month. So if you enjoyed this video, go down below, click like, subscribe, and hit the bell to be notified every single time I upload. Bye.